You never
What's
know.
next? I know what's next. You
Fourth
tell me.
quarter, NASCAR You Got Sauced.
This edition of NASCAR You Got Sauced is brought to you by Mamba Hot Sauces. Park that RV and become the talk of the track at NASCAR weekend when you're cooking with Mamba Hot Sauce. Mamba Hot Sauces, don't be a wimp. Pick up your flavor at www.mambahotsauces.com. So, a couple different things here. I know that most of the people that are watching probably to see if I cry. Okay. So, like, probably not going to happen. How good am I, by the way, with hot sauces?
Oh, awful, awful.
I
On a
would say I'm
scale of 1 to
awful.
10, you're 0.
Wow.
you don't do
Thank
you
you
don't
for
do
the vote
spice
of
at all is what I'm
confidence
getting
on
at.
that one.
You don't do spice at all. You got mad at me for using Italian sausage that was too spicy one time in the spaghetti.
It was good, but it was spicy. I was sweating. What? They don't make spicy Italian sausage to go down smooth. It did what it was supposed to do.
Spicy up.
All right, so I've got my favorite snack right here. I've got my nuggets.
Hold it up so you can see on the camera.
I got 5. I got 5 on it, but I'll probably only do
when
one.
you put the
How
sauce
much
on.
sauce?
Hold it
How
up.
much sauce should I just put it on the side and like dip it? Like, what should I do? I
say go balls out. Just put some on one of the nuggets and then just
Wow, you realize you
got
to sleep next to me, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's
you got
do
all
this.
your mouth cool down
let's
stuff
do
there.
This.
You got some ranch on the side.
Let's go.
You got milk.
Let's go. Right there. Yeah.
Oh, not all of them.
Yeah. Well, why not? I'm gonna eat them all.
All right.
All right. So
you crazy pants.
Mamba hot sauce. This may be the last time I'm smiling for the rest of the show before we get into our NASCAR content on NASCAR You Got Sauced. Brought to you by Mamba Hot Sauce.
Mamba,
a little nervous.
M-A-M-B-A.
I'm a little nervous. And now that I look at it, like how the sauce kind of spreads out over the nugget, I'm thinking I probably should have just kind of threw it on the side. I've got milk per Karen. First off, let me give a big shout out to Karen and Neil. Both are from New York. It's pretty much the only 2 people in the state of New York I actually like, even though Neil is a Yankees fan. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, right? So, I mean, it's okay. Look, he's in mourning. They haven't won anything since 2009. I'm going to throw him a bone. But I have a feeling, right? Because we said, go ahead and send us some of the sauces we can try. We picked 3 of like the 3 or 4 of like the lightest ones, the 3 skull and crossbone flavors, which will get more featured on our Facebook page and our Twitter accounts. But Neil picked out the ultimate holy crap, almost burned my face off Mamba number 10 special edition. So I'm thinking he's still mad about 2004. That's what I'm thinking. And you know what? Let's just do it. Like let's get it in there. This is to you, Mamba. Got a kick to it already.
How's the flavor?
Oh, it is good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really good.
That's what I noticed with the there it is. I saw your face. It just hit you.
It's good. It is really good, but that burn is a slow burn.
Yeah.
That's a wicked slow burn. You get your flavor, right?
Yeah.
And then it goes like this, and it just like goes. It's like watching the temperature on just go up the bar.
Yeah. That was the jalapeno verde. I got the taste distracts you to the point where you don't realize the spice is there, and then all of a sudden your mouth is hot.
Wow. And now I'm starting to feel it down the throat. Good job. Like this is good. This is good. This is a really good sauce. I'm already starting to sweat. Flavor off the chains. Heat, it's a little warm. But you know what? Look, like I'm not a wimp. So like, do it again. All right. I got milk to my right. I'm just saying.
You do. You got ranch too, just as an emergency backup.
But I can already start to feel like my nose starting to run.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I'm already starting to get the little moisture on the forehead. Like my body is just, he's like, what the hell did you just do? I will say this is really good.
Yeah.
It is really good, but it is really hot.
Yeah.
Like you said, your sauce from yesterday was hot.
Yeah, it was. It was 3 skulls, not 5.
This is awesome. No, this is really good. I'm just trying to get past the burn on my tongue and move my mouth. And I'm trying. Milk right there. Ranch right there. I got chips right there. Trying not to touch them. Right?
Right?
So William Byron won the Daytona 500 on Monday evening. I'm sweating. Like, no lie. Like, I'm just like, William Byron did something. Oh yeah, he won the Daytona 500.
He won the Daytona 500.
He actually won it. The cool thing about this win was he won it on Hendrick Motorsports' 40th birthday.
That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. That was a hot mess of a race.
It's really good on nuggets. I'm just one of those idiots that don't learn my lesson very well or very easily. It is hot though, but it's good. That's why it's the good that keeps me asking for more.
Like, see, you know, a lot of times those hot sauces, it's just heat. That's it. They're just trying to torture you. But like their sauces there's flavor. There's really good flavor. There's the kind of flavor where you kind of
really good.
Don't catch the fact that your mouth's on fire at first.
You almost see like a flame coming out, and I just I'm sweating. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I went from absolutely just awesome. I don't even need any ice water. I'm trying not to touch the water because I know the water makes it worse.
Yeah,
you got the milk, but I'm not trying to be a wimp because he called me a wimp. I know they weren't talking to me specifically, but they were when they said that because he's a Yankees
you're doing
fan.
Way better than
exactly
I would
what
be.
He's thinking.
You're doing way better than I would be.
I've got 2 more to go though. All right. So he won on Hendrick Motorsports' 40th birthday. How awesome is that?
That's pretty cool.
You had a feeling it was going to happen because, or at least one Hendrick Motorsports driver was going to get it because they had 3, as I'm sweating and almost crying. They had 3 drivers in the top 5 on the final restart. So, like, the odds were they had a 60% chance of winning the Daytona 500 unless, like, the front car gets wiped out and wipes out the whole field. Alex Bowman, speaking of whom, came in second. Christopher Bell is in third. Corey LaJoy, man, you gotta cheer for Corey LaJoy.
Yeah,
the work he does for veterans. He's just so nice to everybody, and he's given us an autograph every time we've asked him for it. When I was not
Stockton had a conversation, like, definitely photographs. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy. He was running up front, like he dominates super speed. Like, if there's a drafting track, he's really good. I'm going to talk more about that in a second if I can breathe. Oh, you feel it in the back of the throat now. Like, it's kind of like moved.
You should take a hit on that milk.
It's all I still have the milk, but like, it's just oh my God.
Another nugget in. Oh,
so crazy. You know how, like,
crazy, man.
I usually do hot toddies to take care of colds.
Yeah.
Guess I solved my alcohol problem. Like, this might be my go-to for getting rid of the common cold.
The way my sinuses get all junked up, you kind of got me curious now.
I've got one more left.
To eat with them.
How are you gonna drink water in front of me? Like, seriously.
You're making me thirsty watching you suffer.
Like, I'm sweating.
No one said you had to eat all 5 nuggets covered in sauce without taking a break or having some milk.
Like, this is a good kick.
That's all you.
Like, three of the sauces that they sent us are part of the almost almost burn your face off.
There's the burn your face off, and then there's the not quite or almost. There's one that's like, yeah, this is gonna.
Yeah, he's got like
you.
three or four levels. Go to
Yeah.
mambahotsauces.com, check them out. But there's like 3 or 4 levels.
Yeah.
Of trios that they have.
Packages of the sauce.
Starting with like the not quite, I think it is. I'm like having trouble completing thoughts here right now.
I'm gonna have to send a bottle of that to my mom.
But you know what? It is just, it's so tasty that I'm not a wimp. I may be an idiot. Nugget. I may be an idiot, but I'm not a wimp. That's just one of the things. Yeah. Oh, good. So good. All right. But wow, that burns. That's so good.
Have a slug of milk. Killer. You got it. You got all 5 down. Now's the time.
Oh, I'm trying to not go for the milk. Oh, yeah.
You'll need
Mamba
it.
Hot Sauces. MambaHotSauces.com. Check them out. Your guy finished second. Kyle Busch finished 12th. He was ready. He overcame a tire issue where the lug nut wasn't even on. He overcame a man over the wall, and he overcame an accident.
Mm-hmm.
And he still ran to the front every time. He had probably the best car out there, but every time he got close to the front, something happened.
He gets credit just for having finished the race, let alone for having almost placed in the top 10. Like, yeah. He had a hell of a race. He was in first place for 10, 15 laps.
Like, I'm actually shocked at how well I'm actually handling this. This has a ton of flavor.
The flavor makes all the difference, though, doesn't it? Like, the heat is handleable when it's really tasty.
They send you this kind of pamphlet with the sauces, and it kind of tells you what each sauce is good with. Yeah. And for this one, the reason why I chose chicken nuggets is because it says it is good with burgers, barbecue chicken, roast beef stuff. I like all of those. So I grabbed the closest chicken so we didn't have to actually cook chicken just for this episode. That was my nuggets, which is basically my daily noon snack. I have a handful of nuggets. This is now on the menu. Like, I may be ordering more of this. Go to Mamba's Hot Sauces, MambaHotSauces.com. I'm slurring my speech. Didn't mean to throw in that S there. I feel good. Feel good. A little hot, a little toasty. Might need to turn the fan on here at the end of the show. But yeah, like I'm feeling pretty good. That was probably one of the hottest things that I've ever had.
Yeah.
But it was so good. It was worth it. It's like it's just like, it's like doing the things that you know are bad for you, but they're just so good that you do them anyway. Like, you know, like, awesome. So we also have, I mean, we have so many more. We'll do one sauce per show for the next 3 weeks. So like, but if that's the hottest, I am really going to like the other ones. Like, I really like that.
We should save that ghost pepper sauce for last, so you can finish with a bang. We'll do
the
ghost
all the
stuff in the middle.
The ghost also says good on barbecue and roasted chicken, which again, that's all me.
It smells so good. I don't know what I thought a ghost pepper was going to smell like, but not. It's more in the jalapeno cayenne family. It's probably a lot like jalapenos, I think it was, but
it's pretty good. We're supposed to be talking about NASCAR.
I know. You're stuck on
MambaHotSauces.com. Go ahead and check them out. Haley Deegan. Oh, what a disappointment in the Xfinity race.
Right.
22 laps into her new career, up to the next level.
Yeah.
Haley Deegan wrecks, and it wasn't even her fault.
Nope.
Daniel Suarez, Cup driver. Here's the thing about Suarez. He wrecked early in the Cup race, too. Like 20 laps in, wrecks. Then he goes to the Xfinity race because it was postponed until after the Cup race. And he wrecks again. 20 laps into that. How do you get hyped up for 2 races and you're one of the first ones out in early wrecks?
That would be a little hard to cover from. Speaking of like morality,
Daytona is such a shit show because yes, this is an explicit show. That's not the sauce talking. That's just my Bostonian coming out.
It is. It's a
like it is. It's a
it's a
bunch of
hot mess.
You have to have a lot of luck, right? Like even in the trucks. Like the trucks, if you can read the recaps on all three stories, by the way, at coachjeffdemers.com, click on articles. But the truck race, like the trucks aren't supposed to be on super speedways. They don't get weighted down like the cars do because they're not supposed to be on those types of tracks. They're supposed to be on like Bristol or Iowa or something a little smaller, right? They still go like 150 miles per hour.
Right.
But when you start to get wiggling and you start to get air off the back of those trucks, the truck, the number 17, which I cannot think clearly right now. This is embarrassing. Thank you, Mamba. Appreciate it. But he went up into the air. He did a complete flip and then was like just gently put back down on the track as he came down off of the other trucks.
Yeah, that was insane. Something about the way the third truck hit him as he was flying through the air.
I don't know if I got any on my fingers. I don't think I did. But I'm definitely not rubbing my eyes with careful. That. So, how was the sauce? It was good. Turned me blind. It was good. Let's move on to Atlanta Motor Speedway this weekend for the Ambetter Health 400, 260 laps, 400 miles. Fantasy facts for this race. William Byron has won 2 of the last 4 races at Atlanta, which, by the way, side note, thanks Joel Willman for coming on the show and convincing me that my number 1 guy I had in my power rankings on that show was not the number 1 driver this season. So I moved him back in my written power rankings to 7th, and he freaking won the race. I have never driven a race car. He is a race car driver. I took his word over my brain, which actually that's the right thing to do most of the time. Let's just get that out of the way. But I changed it. I moved him to 7th. I had him at number 1. Now the question is, do I just automatically move him from 7 all the way down to 1 because he won a race? I don't know if I can do that.
No, you kind of got to see how he does in the next 2 or 3.
I want to, but that's the cliched thing to do. He's got to win. Nobody else does. He's the best driver. No, that's not necessarily the case, especially given the fact, and the burn's actually starting to go away now. That's given the fact that I completely lost what I was talking about. Damn you, hot sauces. All right. That Daytona. Yeah, Daytona's a shit show. So the fact that a driver actually won Daytona, and I mean, Ricky Stenhouse won last year. Look where he ended up at the end of the season, right?
Yeah.
So like Daytona isn't really a good measurement for drivers. It's really not. It is the most coveted trophy in all of NASCAR. I can see
why, because it's just a shit show. So like it's a shot in the dark if you're going to win it or not. And you have to strategize even around accidents.
What do you think about, like, because NASCAR is the only sport, NASCAR Cup Series is the only sport where, like, their big game moment
is the
very first match.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? Should that be the championship race, or should they keep it the way it is?
My gut says no, but that's because I want the champion to stay here.
I think it's great because
I like having it starts.
You know how many people tune in? That's like guaranteeing people to tune in. Yeah. Like, what if the race this weekend was at like Kansas? Right. It's a freaking Daytona 500.
That's probably why they did it. It gets people pumped up for the season and watching right off the bat.
I like it. I'll keep it that way. NFL fans are like, real sports have their championships at the end of the season, and NASCAR fans are like, yeah, well, we don't like foreplay. Just get our shit out of the way right up front. We just skip the foreplay, go right into business. That's how it is. All right. So Byron's won 2 of the last 4 races at Atlanta, leads all drivers with the most laps led at 173 under the new configuration. Atlanta Motor Speedway was reconfigured 2 years ago. So the first race of 2022 that they had there was the first race on the new configuration.
Okay.
Brad Keselowski is one of only 3 drivers to finish top 10 in both of the Atlanta races in 2023. He has won 7 times in his career at drafting tracks. Keselowski was actually like in second or third, like for the majority of the race last weekend. He is a really good super speedway driver, like wicked fast, really good. All right. So like, I don't think people give him enough credit ever since he left Penske, you know, but I mean, he's a really good driver. He's still a really good driver. Bubba Wallace he finished 5th at Daytona, by the way. He is yet to finish top 10 in Atlanta. He has wrecked in 3 of his last 4 starts.
Wow. No pressure.
Kyle Larson.
Into this weekend.
Kyle Larson is actually my number 1 guy on last week's power rankings because I was convinced to take William Byron off for some freaking reason. Whatever. I'm the asshole. Moving on. Kyle Larson has failed to finish in 3 of his last 4. Not even finish the race in 3 of his last 4 attempts at Atlanta. He has only won top 5 in 42 races at drafting tracks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he just gets caught up. Shit happens a lot to him. Like I moved him off of my starting lineup for this race because I knew how bad, and watch, he'll probably win because that's what happens when I move people from their rightful position. They win. Corey LaJoie, again, one of our favorites. All 9 Cup top 10s in his career are on drafting tracks. He finished top 10 in 4 of the last 6 races he's raced at drafting tracks. So drafting tracks, and for those of you that are kind of new or have never seen the wheels on the track go round and round, basically they're nose to tail all the way around because that creates a draft. So it helps the car behind them go faster, in which case it makes the car in front of them go faster because that's how it kind of works. I don't know. I got a degree in leadership, people, not mechanicism.
It's physics.
Mechanicism. It's a word. Don't look it up. That's pretty much it. Once again, I want to give a huge shout out to our segment sponsor for NASCAR You Got Sauced, Mamba Hot Sauces. Check them out, mambahotsauces.com. You can also check them out on their Facebook page. We will be posting that on our page and our Twitter account and probably on our Instagram account. And we're talking about them on YouTube, which, by the way, YouTube channel is pretty new. If you're watching on YouTube, hey, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can look at our beautiful faces, or at least her beautiful face, twice a week. And we'll talk some more NASCAR. This was wicked good. Like coming from Boston, I know we use the word wicked a lot. Wicked basically in Bostonian means really.
Yeah.
So we say wicked good, really good. Okay. Yeah. Wicked pissa. We'll get into that later. All right, moving on. My Bostonian's starting to come out. Let's move on before we lose more followers from New York.
It knocked your accent back.
Wait, he's from Boston. From Boston. Also, we want to give a shout out, other than the Mamba Hot Sauce, big shout out to Just Good Vibes. Sending us our awesome water bottles. This one's for the S3. It says JD. Keep your hands off. It's got my name on it. They spelled it right too, which means
I've got my own. Awesome. I don't need yours.
Well, I've got mine. This is for the Motivated Mindset Show. Just Good Vibes. Check them out on Facebook as well. Just Good Vibes. So check out Mamba Hot Sauce on Facebook and check out Just Good Vibes on Facebook. Get your sauce. This is wicked freaking good. Like I thought I was going to cry through that segment. I had a couple tears, but you didn't see it because I wiped them off. So but it was pretty good. Some final notes, as always. A shout out to our men and women in uniform, past and present. Thank you for your service and your sacrifice. Hooah! From an Army veteran to even the professional fishermen in the Coast Guard. We still love you Absolutely. And remember, if you're looking to start your first sports podcast, you can get a 1-month free trial of Podbean's unlimited hosting plan by going to podbean.com/Coach JD. That's again spelled JD. Make sure you get that right. That's it for our show, ladies and gentlemen. I am JD. She is Lady M. I'm actually craving some more hot sauce right now. I think I can wait 2 days to try the next one though. We'll have to see.